again, and now we're going to use two types of files, BPMP and BPSP files, and some of bioinformatics tools like NCBI Blast, ClustalX, and also Mega tools to find kinds of domain and their alignments from two databases which are non-redundant in PDB. And we also would like to see their PDB ID and their protein structures. And finally, we want to know how to get the multiple sequence alignment in their phylogenetic trees from ClustalX and also Mega tools. So let's start with the BPMP file. Okay, first copy the files. For example, here is BPMP 127. Please copy the file, and as usual, please make sure that your internet connection is good. Okay, open NCBI Blast page at blast.ncbi.nlm.nih.gov. Okay, here once you have navigated to the page, okay, look for protein blast under the basic blast and click on that one. Okay, now you can see that there is a text area here. Okay, this is the place where you have to enter or paste back the BPMP file. Okay, so please paste on in the text area here, and make sure that only the ID of the BPMP file and their sequence can only be in the text area. And then now we want to choose what type of database that we want to look. First, we want to look for the non-redundant database. So here you see the non-redundant protein sequence, so click on that, and that one. Okay, enough that. We want to select what program that we want to choose for the non-redundant protein sequence. So choose SciBlast and scroll down. You can see a blast, blue bar here. So click on that one. Now we want the result will be come out a few seconds. If your internet connection is good, it will be faster. So you can see that it is now in the loading process to show you the result. Now here I will show you the result that has been prepared before, so that I can save the time. So I can save the time here. Okay, now you can see what is the database that we used before. It is an non-redundant database. So now we want to see how does the BPMP 127 kinds of domain looks like. So this is the graphic summary. Oh, before that, you can see above here is the details of the BPMP 17. You can see what is the length, what is the molecule type, and below of that is the graphic summary. So this is the kinds of domain of BPMP 127 under the non-redundant database, and this one is the alignment. So here you can see there's a lot of red lines here. It indicates the color, the red color indicates the length of the chain. It can be a different color like blue, black, purple. So every different color indicates different length. So you can click the lines here, so it will show you what the red line means. So for example here, it will navigate you to de-alanine carboxypeptidase, to this information. So every red lines will once you click on that, it will navigate you to different information. So now we finish with the non-redundant database. So the same procedure is required if you want to find the information under the PDB file. So once you have come into the home page of NCBI Blast, okay, click find protein blast here, and then it will be navigated into the area where you have to paste your BBMP files again. Okay, the only thing that you have to change is this one. This one, you have to change it to PDB because we want to see the information, to get the information from PDB database. Okay, the rest are the same, so just click and the result will come out in a few seconds. So here, this is the result that come out from PDB database for BBMP17. Here you can see BBMP17, and the database name here is PDB protein database. Okay, so this is the concept domain from PDB database and its alignment. So you can see that the alignment for that had come from non-redundant database and PDB files is different. This one they have many lines, many alignment scores, but this one they only had a few. So it's just the same. If you click on the lines, then it will navigate you to specific information. For example, I click the blue one just now. I click the blue line here, and it shows chain E, crystal structure of the enzymatically active domain of the Listeria monocytogenes spectrophage 500 lysine apply 1500. So here you can see the sequence ID for PDB. You can just click on that, and it will navigate you to the PDB files, or you can go to PDB website and type the PDB ID just now 2V09, and it will show you, see that the ID is available in the database. So just click on that because we want to see the secondary structure and also the tertiary structure for this ID. Okay, so now let's see the sequence. I'm sure that you have learned how to get the secondary structure and tertiary structure before. So if you want to see the secondary structure, just click on sequence, and you will see an image of this here. So this one is your secondary structure. And how does this ID, how this tertiary structure look like, you can view in JMOL or 3D view. So here, this is the 3D view of the tertiary structure from the PDB ID just now. So we finish with using NCBI plus. Now we can proceed to find multiple sequence alignment and also phylogenetic trees. So how to get multiple sequence alignment and also phylogenetic trees? First, open your ClustalX tools. ClustalX. This is ClustalX, and here you can see multiple open file, create file, and load sequences from the file that you copied your BPMP file just now. And please make sure that you load all of them, because if you only copy one, then it will not come up, because just like its name, multiple, it needs a lot. Okay. And it will come out like this. So here is my BPMP file 127 BPMP. But first, we want to see the multiple sequence alignment. So click on the alignment and click do complete alignment. It will come out, a new dialog box will come out, and it will produce a file format ELN and also an output of the ND file format. So click OK, and you will see that now it is processing the multiple sequence alignment just now. It is still progressing. Okay, now it turns out like this. See BPMP 127 here. The sequence will only start yeah, here. Oh no, it starts a bit late. So here, BP 127 only start here, and you can see. Okay, now this is the multiple sequence alignment of BPMP 127. Now we want to see the phylogenetic trees of BP 127. So how to get it? Open Mega Tools and click File and click Open a File. And now that there are we need a DND files to see the result. Here you can see a DND file. Now click on that and it will show you the phylogenetic trees. So here is the result. Now you can see the tree explorer. It will show you phylogenetic trees of BPMP files, and you have to look for your number. For example, my BPMP number is 127, so it is here, BPMP 127. So now we finish with our first file, BPMP file. After this, I will show you how. Well, actually, the process of doing the BPSP file is just the same. It's totally the same, but I will show you after this. So, good luck, and I hope you can do your assignment as well. Bye bye. Okay, just like BPMP file that I have showed you just now, the steps to get conserve domain, alignments from databases, and multiple sequence alignments, and also phylogenetic trees for BPSP files. It's just the same. But I will show you the steps. So first, you must have your BPSP files. Copy. For example, my BPSP files here is 043. So copy the files because we want to paste it on the BLAST website. So again, make sure your internet connection is good. Open NCBI BLAST page at blast.ncbi.nlm.nih.gov, and then once you have been navigated to the page, then look for Protein Blast under Basic Blast here. Click on Protein Blast and you will be headed to the same page, because we want to paste the sequence after this. So we're gonna look for the conserved domain and its alignments from two databases. First, from non-redundant database, and second one is PDB, Protein Data Bank. I'm sorry because now my laptop is becoming slow. Okay, we're still waiting for the page to fully load it. Okay, here you can see a text area. This is an area where you have to paste your BPSP files. So paste it, and here choose your database that you want to use. First, I will use non-redundant database. Non-redundant protein sequence, and choose select program SciBlast from here and click plus. So your result will come out in a few seconds depending on how the internet connection is working. If it is good, it will come out fast. So like this one. Okay, I have come up with the result from non-redundant databases. Here you can see what is the databases that is written from the description. So here it is non-redundant and its query length here. Now you can see the conserved domain. For this BPSP file. So this is the conserved domain for BPSP 043, and below this one is the alignment from non-redundant database. So the same steps, if you want to you can do the same steps if you want to get the conserved domain and also the alignments from PDB database. Just the same steps, and here I will show you the results from the database of Protein Data Bank. You can see the database name here is PDB, and the query line is still the same, 563 for BPSP043. So here is the so here is the conserved domain. Okay, so now you can see the conserved domain, and the conserved domain for this BPSP file is the same as from the non-redundant database, but the alignment is different. And now you can just now you can see the alignment is quite full and only with the read lines, but here you can see that the alignments for this BPSP file is quite short and have different colors. So if you click to any lines that you prefer, it will navigate you to the data. Okay, so for example here it's 3LPC, but I have my own ID and my PDB ID. Oh, I forgot to explain to you that once you click the line, it will also tell you your PDB ID. So here, for example, your PDB ID will be 3LPC. So you can just click on the link, and it will navigate you to the protein data bank page, or you can open protein data bank page and type your PDB ID in the search bar. For example, my PDB ID just now is 1C9G, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so you can see that your PDB ID is available here. Click on that. Because we want to see the secondary structure and also its tertiary structure. Okay, here you can see that the PDB ID indicates data entry for Bacillus lentus subticillin blah 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 variant. So if you want to see the secondary structure, click on sequence. And you will see an image of this. It's still not going up. Like this one. So this is the image of your secondary structure from the PDB ID of BPSP043. And now there's the tertiary structure, like I have showed you before. You can display in with JMO, or you can click and view in 3D mode. So I show you so this one is the 3D mode, but the most important thing is that you have to run your Java plugins. It doesn't matter if you want to display in JMO or 3D, but your Java plugins must have to work, because it will not display the image of the structure if it is not running. So we now finish with NCBI plus protein sequence and protein structures. Now we want to look for multiple sequence alignments using this PPSP file. So open ClustalX, because ClustalX is a tools that work for multiple sequence alignment. So click file and load sequences. Okay, copy all the sequences from the file that you have copied your BPSP file just now. you here. Okay, so it will load all the BPSP files here first. So my BPSP file is 043 here, 043. And if you want to get the alignment and also the phylogenetic tree, you click alignment and click to complete alignment, because it will process. It will come up, a dialog box will come up and it will show that your ALN file format and also the ND file format. The ND file format will show you the phylogenetic trees. So click OK, and you see that it is now processing all the BPSP files in order to come up with the results. It might take a few seconds here, so you can wait patiently. Well, actually, bioinformatics is quite fun, but first you have to bear of not understand how to do the works using all these tools. You just have to learn by yourself, keep doing it, and you will find it very fun to do. Once you understand all the steps and how to use the tools, you will always want to do the same thing again and again. So thank you to my lecturer. I find this subject quite fun. And I still processing because the files is quite a lot. Now after the results come out, you can look for your BPSP files, and the same thing applies on Mega as well. And you open your Mega tools and open the file, click the search for the DND file format, and once you click on the DND file format, the phylogenetic trees will appear, and you can look for your BPSP files over there. The steps is totally the same as BPMP files before. It's taking too long. I'm so sorry for that. Okay, now it's going to the end. You just have to wait for the sequence to appear on the screen. Maybe we can proceed to Mega first. So now open your Mega tools and open and look for the DND files, because we want to see the phylogenetic trees. ensure it is a TND file format. So now here is your phylogenetic tree. You can look for your where your BPSP number located from this tree. My BPSP is here, BPSP 043, so it's quite it is in the middle of the tree. So now let's look back at the ClustalX. So this is how it looks. You see all the lines here. It does not mean that it can read the files, but you have to look for the lines, because some of because it might be the size or extracted quite late. So here you can see my BPSP is here. So now we are finished with the BPSP file as well. So I hope you can get the steps clearly, and I hope you can understand how to use these tools, and also my previous video to get protein structures and protein sequence, as well as nucleotide sequence. So good luck in doing your assignments, and thank you. I hope you enjoy the video.